Okay, so after about, I think, about 10 hours of doing nothing but playing B&D, I think it's about time for me to do the unthinkable. And actually continue with the story. So let's go through this big, all-imposing door and see what's on the other side of it. I will be very surprised if the final boss is just like, right here. I know I'm, like, 85 hours into the game, but I will be very surprised if this is just it.
The crystal's resting place is this way. What the?
Oh, looks like the old book's got something else to show us.
The Knight's Nexus, the source of all calamity, evil given form. Your Majesty, hi! Have courage, Sir Sloane. We must not abandon hope. Have we not long awaited this moment? Our time is nigh at last.
Aye. We're all in this together, and we will beat this thing. For the sake of all living beings, for the peace of generations to come, we have to do this. We can't let hatred and destruction win. We've come too far for that. Haven't we, old friend?
Indeed we have, my dear Emma. We are the Crystal's chosen. In walking this path together, so many have been saved, myself included. Queen of Fairies, we humans live but short lives when measured against those of your kind. You may yet live to see the Nexus rise again. Should such a time come, we will be counting on you to see that new heroes of light are chosen.
That was Lady Emma. And who is that with her? The King of Musa?
The Fairy Queen was there too, by the sounds of it. That must be what happened 50 years ago, when my grandfather and his comrades did battle against the Knight's Nexus.
The king asked the one we couldn't see to make sure new heroes were chosen. He was talking about us, right?
He was. And we are not going to let him down. We must fulfill our duty. The Knight's Nexus must not be allowed to awaken.
Okay, this is not the final boss. It looks like I've got to just take a step forward and something interesting is going to happen though. So I'm gonna, before I do that, I'm gonna put down the controller and I'm gonna go check the dinner situation because I need to check the dinner situation. BRB. Okay, the dinner situation is under control. Let me just run around in here to see what I find. It looks like there's a... That's the exit way where I came from. It looks like there's not much besides this one save point. Alright, I did just save. I will talk to my guys to see what... Oh, okay.
I'm going to stop Edna, no matter what it takes.
Sounds good.
Don't look so worried. I won't do anything stupid. We'll all be celebrating together when this is over. You'll see.
Okay, so do I have to talk to them all?
I'm all settled, pal. Best get our behinds in gear, eh? Listen to me. Going on about behinds and calling you pal.
Come, hero of light. Let us sally forth.
Don't make me whack you with the staff I'm carrying, Elvis.
There is something I have been meaning to ask you. I know the crystal spoke to you, but why did you really join me on my quest? You had no obligation, no duty to do so.
Sure, maybe not, but Sir Sloane asked me to, for one thing. But I guess I also wanted to make some kind of difference. Yeah, I could have just walked away, but I chose the harder path. I had to. People talk about fate, but hearing that stuff, I don't know why, but it makes me want to fight it. To try to change things anyway. Not much of a reason, I guess.
You had the courage to defy your fate, to swim against the current.
I guess I did, huh?
And in so doing, you proved yourself rather helpful.
Wow, that almost sounded like a compliment. You can just thank me, you know?
I shall consider it.
That's cold.
I suddenly get the feeling that Gloria is still a little bit new to this making friends thing. Anyway, is there anything left for me to do? The quest pin is pointing here. But, like, I've already talked to my party. Alright, what if I just... I did talk to you all. What's wrong with you?
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, I know.
Have all the necessary preparations been made?
Okay, so I don't know if I had to talk to Gloria twice or what. As far as I know, I'm ready to go. This does make it sound like a final boss is coming up, though, although I feel like it can't possibly be, for reasons which I've already stated several times. But we'll find out. If I die, I'll do level grinding off screen or not off screen or whatever the case may be. I'll get along to beating the game somehow.
Starting to get bored.
Look, 10 hours of B&D. It's not that long.
Why am I not surprised?
Adele, you actually came. Pretty stupid of you, I must say. Well, I won't be giving you a second chance to escape.
Let us pass.
I can't do that, sorry. The Knight's Nexus is about to wake up. Oh, I really can't wait.
I don't get it. Why do you want this?
Come on, you saw what happened. Dangle a crystal or two in front of some dumb humans, mix in a couple of asterisks, and boom! They go and destroy an entire kingdom. Bye-bye, Musa. Humans are so broken. They deserve to be wiped out.
Edna, listen to yourself.
Musa is gone. There is nothing we can do about that now. But I will not allow the fate that befell my kingdom to befall the entire world. If you insist on standing in our way, we will have no choice but to deal with you as necessary. The crystals must be restored to their rightful place.
Lots of big talk, princess, but completely misguided as ever. You're not putting those crystals back, not on your life. I'll see that humanity is wiped out if that's the last thing I...
Is that what you really want?
Huh?
This bitterness, this anger, it's not you. The Knight's Nexus is making you do this, leading you down the path to sadness and hatred. But I know the real you.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You think I'm being used? Ha! I'm the one doing the using. Come, Nexus of Night! Unleash your power! Break your bonds!
Edna!
Don't worry, I'm not about to. I'll see to it that every last one of them is wiped out. Starting with these fools right here!
I hear epic music. Maybe this is the final boss after all. Okay, so we're gonna get sucked into battle. And...
They all deserve to die. All I had to do was hand over the asterisks. They did the rest. Their selfishness drained the crystals of their power. Their arrogance broke the seal.
yeah, we are good at that, aren't we?
Wiped out, and it's all their own stupid fault.
It's nothing.
Okay, so that is the first hit of the battle. I took that reasonably well, and you gained a BP just right off the bat from me using a physical attack on you, apparently. That's annoying. Okay, so I realized that I probably I did not put a lot of strategy into my loadout, and that probably is gonna make my job a little bit harder. I'm going to scan you using one of my physical attackers. What's Adele? Adele's the Beastmaster. I will scan her using Gloria. And a nice here magnifying glass. And I'm going to see that you have 180,000 HP. You're weak to lightning, spears, bows, and what? Lightning, spears, bows, and light. Okay, I've got lightning as a black mage, because that's kind of my thing. I've got spears as the, Actually, no, Gloria has an axe, doesn't she? That's an axe, not a spear. I've got bows as the Beastmaster. And I should have lightning on both Elvis and myself. So maybe this won't be quite as bad as I thought. Elvis, your necromancy is going to... No, don't do that quite yet. You're not weak to... You're probably going to absorb dark, if anything else. Oh, I have lightning and light. Okay. Let's give this a whirl. That's going to do a little bit of damage to my own party. Actually, a lot of damage to my own party. And that did... probably more damage to me than it did to you. That's not ideal. Okay. Maybe let's not do... Okay, you gonna get back up, Elvis? Thank you. Maybe let's not do that again, Elvis. And then, Gloria, do you have that's a couple dark type things. Judgment Bolt is the lightning type. I can use that. See how much damage this does, and it's gonna miss. Prefer it if you didn't do that. So we're gonna fall real quick back into the pattern of using someone besides the white mage to do white mage things, because my white mage or my honorary white mage anyway has gone down. Maybe no necromancy electron, maybe not. At least if I have to do this fight over again, which I probably will, because I often do on the first turn, on the first try. I will try and maybe equip some light and electric immunity on my guys. You are up to 3 BP, not something I really want to see. Alright, congratulations, Elvis. You did like 4% of her entire HP on those 4 turns, and now she's gonna brave 4 times, and this is gonna... That's gonna lower Gloria's speed. Fun. That's gonna do a lot of damage to Elvis. That's gonna do a little damage to everyone. And this is probably on your 4th turn. Silent Storm. Goodbye. I am clearly supposed to win this battle. Okay. Let's try this again. So... It's been 6 months since I played this. Long story short, I have not been having a ton of fun with this game. And I wouldn't say that I've been dreading coming back to record more of it, but there have definitely been other games that I've been looking forward to playing more than this one. And I've been sitting on my backlog of previously recorded footage for a long time, but at some point it would become impractical to keep doing that. And I'd like to finish this game and put it in the books. So, a couple things that come to my attention. One is that there is indeed a Sav Maker job class in this game, and I have. Let's see. Is there a run button? Does it matter? Probably not. I've gone and thrown my gamer credibility or whatever in the garbage because I honestly just do not care that much about this game anymore. I looked up, there is a Sav Maker. There is apparently an entire other town in the Rheimdall region, which I have not visited yet, which is very mysterious because I have done a fair amount of like looking around in here. Let me hide that because I don't want to accidentally run into something. And if I'm reading the minimap correctly, it's probably somewhere about here. And I have no idea how I missed this. Let me just run around the perimeter to see if there are anything such as treasure chests left for me to pick up, because I do not have that treasure chest counter on the UI anymore. Yeah, I have no idea how I didn't find this before. But anyway, we're gonna be running in here. Oh, it's Truff. Hi. Almost missed you there.
Truff! Good to see you, buddy. Did you find the friend you were looking for?
No. Truff gave up on his plan.
Gave up? What's all this? You were in a noble quest to reunite the man who saved your life with his beloved ring, were you not?
Oh, the ring. Yes. You can have it.
What?
Really, Truff? You've given up on finding your friend after all you've been through?
Truff still wants to find his friend. Wants to say thank you for all he did.
Well then, what's stopping you?
Truff isn't allowed. Truff finally tracked his friend down. Came all the way to the cold village where he had heard that Cooking Man lives. But the people there were frightened of Truff. Chased him away. So Truff had to give up.
Really? That seems like an awful shame.
Oh, Truff tried very, very hard. But humans don't like him. Humans are scared of him. As soon as Truff appears, they run away and scream and shout. Truff doesn't like it. Doesn't like to see the frightened people. And so Truff will not go near the humans' village again. Please, take Truff's ring.
I hate to see the poor guy like this. Hey, why don't we go find his chef friend? Mitch, was it? If they're as close as Truff says they are, he'll want to know about this for sure.
Alright, that's a side quest. That is 2 stars out of 10, so it's probably just going to involve just going and hunting someone down. I'm going to get a large experience orb from that. Alright, an objective marker has been added to the map. I'm going to be going in town anyway. I'm sure there are... I could have been here 30 hours of gameplay ago. I'm sure there are going to be a number of other side quests available for me. Let's see. First, I'm gonna talk to everyone with a blue dot over their head. Then I'm gonna play cards, and then I'm just gonna talk to the regular NPCs. I'm probably gonna spend a couple of videos here because just procrastinating the main story and the boss fight with Edna and whatever. I love my girlfriend and everything, but I really hate the cold. All right, cool customer. Could you get some? I'm okay. Could you get me some sugar rime from the frosty forest? My girlfriend asked me to get her some, but it's freezing over there. You look like you're made of stronger stuff, though. Alright, that is a collection quest. We will do that. There is another one over here. Sure, this is awful altogether. Listen to this. I've only had my blessed earrings stolen by a dragon shaman, and them one-of-a-kind pair and all. Get it back, will you? Alright, so that is a fetch quest. Let's see, if I zoom out, are there any other side quests? There's one in the house here. There is... Hello?
Sure, it's a terrible situation altogether, Mr. Mayor.
How is old Clinton? Our prayers are with him, poor fella.
You're kind indeed, all of you. Worrying about me little brother, so... I'm away to find me some loon clover.
Alright, you are gonna be the... like, the alchemist guy.
Well then, you'll not object to us tagging along to help, I hope. You've done so much for us over the years, after all.
Thanks, truly. But the place where it grows is always crawling with beasties. I couldn't possibly ask it of you. It's too dangerous.
Oh, come on now. We'll not hear of you.
Is everything okay? Well now. Visitors, is it? Welcome to Inderno, one and all.
Thank you. But are you sure you're all right?
All right, she asks. Huh, sure. If the mayor's wee brother not having woken up for a whole blessed week's your idea of all right, we're grand altogether.
What's the matter with him? Is he sick or something?
His wife died, not so long back. He's been inconsolable ever since. He was dead keen to see her just one last time. Even if it was only in his imagination, he said. So I gave him a bit of dream snoozer.
Oh, I think I've heard of that. It's a medicine that allows one to dream of whatever one wants, isn't it?
That's the one. Glenn went and necked the lot. Bosh, just like that. And now he's been sleeping for 7 days straight. At this rate, I don't know if he'll ever...
But if you find some of this loon clover stuff you mentioned, you might be able to help him?
I reckon so, yeah. We'll need it if we're wanted to make some more dream snoozers, see. If I knock back a dose myself and lay down next to him, I can join him there in Sleepyland. See if we can't figure out what's been afoot.
Eh? You're saying you'll be able to jump into his dreams? I didn't even know that was possible.
Not for everyone, it's not.
That's an asterisk.
So you're familiar with these little yolks, eh?
Yeah, we have a few of our own.
Well, now there's a thing. And you know, I'm reluctant to go using it willy-nilly. 'Tis a gift horse not to be stared in the mouth, or so they say. But I doubt I'll be getting myself any loon clover without it.
Then why don't we get the loon clover for you?
I won't hear of it. The forest's alive with monsters. How could I ask a thing like that of you? Sure, we're only after just having met.
Oh, don't you worry about us. We eat monsters for breakfast.
Well, if you really mean it. But thanks a million. I'll be back at the house getting the other bits and bobs ready. You're saints, the lot of you.
Okay, so that takes care of that. That is the side quest. There is no way that you are not the potioneer or whatever it is. Yeah, I didn't figure you'd have a lot to say. So, firstly, there is a treasure chest. This is going to be 2 by ether. The anything I pick up in a treasure chest is probably going to be somewhat outclassed by everything else in the game at this point, because I could have been here a while ago. You have cards for me. There used to be all trees, you know. It took ages to clear space we needed to build the village, but we got there in the end because we all pulled together. That's what Inderno is all about, you see. Cooperation, no matter where you're from or what you're about. Alright, you are going to play cards, and I'm going to play cards against you. You're a B rank, and I've already won all the potential cards that I can have against you, so I think maybe this won't actually be worth my time. Let's see, anyone else have cards for me? No, you have an in for me, but I don't particularly need healing at the moment, so I'm gonna not do that. I did say I talked to all the NPCs. Do you like my snowman? You're gonna deny being cold, which sounds like something that someone who's very cold would say. Alright, so this is like the gingerbread village version of Rheimdall, basically. Oh, that's Gloria, okay. Guessing that my party members are just going to be telling me to get on with the main plot. Alright. Anything up here? Oh, is this the forest? Hang on, before I go in the forest... there's this house, and you are probably, like Truff, you couldn't have possibly been looking for this guy for very long.
Are you Mitch?
That I am? That I am, my friend. What business, may I ask, might you have of myself?
Do you recognize this ring?
Why, of course I do. 'Tis the very one I lost, so it is indeed.
Great. So you're the traveling chef Truff told us about.
Truff? You're acquainted with me old pal, are you? Oh, that's wonderful altogether. And how's the old feller getting on?
Not too great, actually.
So he's off near town somewhere there, is he?
Aye, and he'll not be coming closer any time soon by the sound of it.
If what you tell me's true, it seems so indeed. You'll not very well let a monster waltz into Inderno uninvited. And the same goes for any other town. Which is why, with a heavy heart, of course, I had to tell him he couldn't come with me on my travels back when he asked. I'd only have been bringing a world of pain upon the poor fella. Saddening as it is, humankind's not ready for that sort of thing just yet.
Yes. Prejudices are hard things to rid people of. He may be a lovely monster, but the simple fact of his being one would be too much for some.
More's the pity, but I'm forgetting myself. You're awfully kind to have come all this way to tell me of the poor lad's troubles, so you are indeed. I'd best be off and see if I can find him.
You're gonna go speak with him?
Sure, of course I am. Come on now, let's away.
Okay. Boy, brain, hi. I guess for what it's worth, I don't think it was that Truff didn't look for him. It's more of that, like, when he got in the village, other people decided to chase him away before he could get to the chef guy. All right, so Truff is probably just going to be standing out here and having a little reunion with his dude. You are over here. Oh no, you are not. I thought that's where the cooking guy was going. All right, maybe not. Truff. Game.
Hey, Truff, old pal.
Mitch! Has Mitch come to see Truff?
If I've told you once, I've told you 10,000 times. We're friends. And if a man hears a friend's nearby, why, he's honor bound to go and seek him out, is he not?
Mitch! Oh, Mitch!
So, I hear you came to give me my old ring back.
Yes, Mitch's golden, lost shiny ring. And Truff wanted to thank Mitch too. To see him once again and thank him for all he did.
Oh, I remember how I lost it now. I popped it off there when I was showing you a culinary trick or two, did I not? You're a generous fella coming all this way to reunite me with it, so you are indeed.
Huh? No, Mitch!
Are you all right?
Sure,
I what?
Together. But what about poor Truff?
What? No! Truff! Hey, Truff! Are you okay under there? I can hear him.
Truff is all right. Truff is alive. But Truff can't move rocks from down here.
Don't worry. We'll get you out of there.
We will? But how? There's no way we can move a rock that size, even with all of us.
Remember what Truff taught you. Use the knack, but on the rock. Truff believes in you.
Oh wait, okay, no, I just said why. I was trying to move around, and the game was saying no. Alright. I'm good at video games. Okay, but seriously though.
Thank you. Truff was caught in a space between two rocks. If he hadn't, he would have been...
Ah, never mind that. Let's go and get you seen to, shall we? Are you able to walk, old pal? I'm taking you back to Inderno for a spot of recuperation.
But Mitch, the humans there, they...
Don't you worry yourself about that lot. You are with me now. They'll not be chasing you away this time if I've anything to do with it. You're a pal of mine, Truff. And not just that, you're the only fella in the whole world who truly understands the subtleties of my culinary creations. So, why don't you let me teach you how to make a thing or two? Starting with your old favorite, schnitzel?
Really? Mitch will really teach Truff how to cook? Thank you! Thank you! Without the help of his human friends, Truff would never have found Mitch again. And now Truff believes again. Believes that not all humans hate him. Truff's gratitude is huge, enormous.
Oh, we didn't do a whole lot, really, Truff. Not nearly as much as you did. But picking up the courage to set out and find Mitch in the first place? Well, Mitch, I guess we'll be leaving Truff in your capable hands.
That you will, and thanks again. Be careful out on the road there, won't you?
I think Truff's going to be alright now. Don't you?
Yeah. With Mitch to help him, he'll be just fine.
Of course he will. How could the people of Inderno not welcome such a pair? I do so love a happy ending.
That whole thing was very silly. Alright. If I was, like, feeling more charitable towards the rest of the game as a whole, I would probably find that more endearing, but after everything else this game has put me through, that just, like... What was the point of that boulder? Why was the boulder? Is that just, like, the final part of the character arc of Truff teaching me how to do this on the overworld? That was just very silly. Anyway, what could my party possibly have to say about this whole thing? Truff and Mitch. I'm glad Truff was able to find his friend. Me too. Mitch is a nice guy, huh? He really is. Something about him makes me feel, I don't know, happy. Perhaps if more humans were like Mitch, Truff would not have had such a hard time. Sadly, that's not quite the case. Well, people are always going to be scared of things they're not familiar with, right? It's only natural. But with a good friend by your side, you can overcome anything, eh? Yeah, all it takes is a little time to get used to things and an open mind. And if Truff gets to be as good a cook as Mitch, that won't hurt either. Aye, there's nothing like sitting down and eat together to make folks forget the prejudices. Speaking of which, I'm starving. Me too, how about it, guys? Food break? Yes, we can toast to the future success of Truff and Mitch's endeavors while we eat. Alright, the game has been redeemed a little bit by talking about food. There has not been as much food conversation in this game as there was in Bravely Second, and I'm disappointed.